Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Boxes from the Sword and Shield era that I think you guys should invest into. These have a whole different value outside of a simple promo and a few packs. Let's get to it. All right, guys, welcome back. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, let me know your thoughts. So today we're going to be looking at some Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes that hold a different value, and that value is the R value. These Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes are special in their own way because they have a beautiful art display on them that the Scarlet and Violet era boxes don't have. At least they do have their kind of art, but they're not special in any kind of way. They're printed in abundance. They just don't look as good. They definitely should have done something different outside of just putting a Pokemon Center like stamp on the bottom of the box with the Scarlet and Violet era boxes. So we're going to start off by looking at the first Elite Trainer box here, which is from Chilling Reign. Well, this box is actually the worst out of all of them. I'm actually putting them in order. They're going to go from, in my opinion, from worst to the best. We're not going to include battle styles. We're not going to include Rebel Clash or base set. Those are just sets that we really don't care for, right? And I know that's just popular opinion, so we're going to go with that. I'm putting this as the worst because nobody likes the Shadow Rider Calyrex and the Ice Rider as well. Like, these PC ETBs do nothing for the box. They're basically identical to the original boxes. Like, they don't have nothing special outside of these little white and black lines on the background. They do nothing. The market tells us that they don't favor them. Of course, the market price for these ETBs are lower than some of these Scarlet and Violet ones, which are clearly newer. They're much more in abundance. They're not scarce, and these still just, they don't show value because nobody values them. I don't value them. It's clear. You know, it's not even debatable. Even though they're still scarce, you see it says 10 listings from 170 at 170.52 is market price. Here it says 13 listings. It's scarce. It's still not valued. It's just the market shows. You know, the market speaks for itself. The booster box is at $409. The box itself, yes, is great. The set's great, but the Elite Trainer box is not. So we're gonna move to the next one, which is actually a much better product. Here is the Silver Tempest Elite Trainer box. This is the non-PC ETB. I just wanted to show it to you guys so you guys have a reference point, so you guys can compare the regular one to the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. At least you guys can have that fresh in your mind. We have it for about, what is it, $83 market. Not bad. It's been climbing up in price. Now this is the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. This is not a horrible looking box, but it doesn't pop out so much. I still think it's a pretty cool box, but it's selling for $240. Now, market is below that, but it's been climbing like an insane amount. It's just been on the rise nonstop. It only plateaus. It barely takes anything. You can't even call this really a dip, but market's showing. The market's showing they like this box. They're still buying it. Prices keep rising. I don't see anything below that 240 mark. I don't think these guys want to sell for anything less than that. They value the box. It all depends on whether sales are made. Let's see if there's some sales are made here at 200. There is one, two. There are various three sales at $240. Three sales at $240 for the Silver Tempest Pokemon Center ETB. Now, this is, like I said, I'm ranking this from worst to the best. This is definitely not my favorite. It's still a cool box. I don't know if I'd take it at $250 for myself because I don't love it so much, but still not a bad buy. On eBay, you see the sold listings at under market. At least not under market, sorry. Under the listings that they have for TCG Player. It's basically market because nobody's selling below it. But you have more reasonable prices here on eBay. You can always look on eBay with auctions and just people just selling under market because they want to get rid of the product. Some people may hold. You know, those people on TCG Player, sometimes they hold for a long time until they make the profit that they want to make. Not a bad box, like I said, once again, a beautiful display piece. It still looks really nice. It's definitely something that stands out. It's not your average box. It's, like I said, all these boxes are really scarce. They're definitely cool boxes. Next, we're going to move on to the Astral Radiance ETB. Of course, the non-Pokemon Center ETB once again. Market price just under $90. Now the cool one, this one's pretty cool here. I love this purple aura on the box. I should have bought this box when it was in the Pokemon Center. It was sitting on there for so long. I regret it so bad just because this box is so cool. I don't know why. I thought it was going to be there forever. That was my mistake, and I'm pretty sure that's the mistake of many, because we had booster boxes on there, PC ETBs, and we just let them sit. We didn't buy them. Such a cool box. Market price is at $130. Not a bad price at all. Once again, ranking from worst to best, this is not up there with the best just because it doesn't pop as much. There's sometimes if you sit it on the shelf next to this one, I mean, it'll show, but if you're at a distance, you can't tell. Like, it's just dark. It's a dark box, in my opinion, at least. In my opinion. Sold listings on eBay are kind of close to market. I see some here below, 165, 115. Insane. That's, even though I don't think that it's one of the best boxes, at 115, even 165 for boxes that are so scarce now, they're just not widely available anymore. It's what happens when time goes. That's crazy. Insane. Like, eBay is sometimes just a place to be. There, and the Facebook Marketplace. Just gotta look there sometimes. The next one for me is Lost Origin. Now, this is where I kind of start to fall in love with these boxes. The Lost Origin non-Pokemon Center ETB market price at $115 basically. That's I didn't think that box would reach there. I have a few regular ones just because I wanted the box. I like the Giratina on the front. I did not expect them to be climbing up like this at all. It's just the market is so crazy right now. Like, the fact that you can get a regular ETB, not even expecting it to be an investment, and then it can be an investment is crazy. I don't think it's going to be an investment in the long term. I don't. But the fact that it's risen in price like that is insane. So the Pokemon Center ETB, I actually like this one. I love this. Like, I love that it can pop. I want it to pop, at least for me. If it's going to be a special box like a Pokemon Center ETB from Sword and Shield, where the value is here in the art as a display piece, insane. This is what I want. I want it to pop. I think most people want it to pop. If anyone is questioning, look at this. Market price, $214. That's a nice price. A nice price. It's up there for a Pokemon Center ETB that doesn't have a promo or extra packs. It's because it's a beautiful display piece. For those that maybe think that it isn't a display piece, or maybe it's not worth the art or the value for it, I think that's something that's kind of controversial. I guess you could argue that maybe, but you're buying or investing into Pokemon cards that are printed on cardboard. It's just shiny cardboard. You're valuing it. You're valuing the art on the cards. Any piece of art, as a matter of fact, is a piece of paper with somebody's drawing on it, and we value it. And I think this is a great piece to value. All of these boxes actually are pieces that anyone can value. So if you question that, just question any art piece that's out there. There's art pieces that look like splatter of paint, and I don't care who it's done by, what the name of this person is, it's still a piece of paper when someone's drawing on it. And we have the same thing right here. And so yeah, market's telling us it's worth $214. Sold listings on eBay right at market, really. 211 right below, 224 right above. It's hovering right around there. Some are below, lucky ones like this, like at $200, 225 plus delivery of $10. This one had a $16 delivery. I just saw that. But yeah, guys, market's pretty accurate on this one, even on eBay. Really cool box. I love this one. I think it's really cool. It's worth having as a display piece and just putting it in one of those beautiful acrylic boxes. Just having it there, something nice to look at. Next for me will be Brilliant Stars. I do like this set. I do like the original box. This box to me is cool. I like that it's white. It's pretty cool. It stands out on its own already. Market price is at just under $92. Really cool set, cool box there. But the PC ETB, wow, like, this is what I'm talking about. This looks sick. This would look sick on any shelf. Like, I could picture having all of these boxes lined up behind me or in front of me, something that I will actually enjoy looking at. Market price for this is just under $150. Not bad. This is a really affordable one. Like, if you compare the arts, like the Lost Origin is more valuable. They're valuing it because of the set, but you're not buying this box because of that set. You could, I guess, you know, if you want, but you're not getting anything. You're not getting a promo in there. You're just getting the stuff, basically the same stuff you get in the regular ETB. Maybe, I think it's a pack, one extra pack, maybe two. Does it really differ $100? No, it's the art. It is the art on the box that differs, but that set's really driving up that box. Now, this box here is a really cool box in my opinion. I don't think anybody can argue that it's a beautiful box. It will really pop anywhere you set it up. And people, once again, it's something that you could definitely invest into because people will pay for this art piece. It is an art piece. Now, on the eBay listings, wow, a whole case, $630. Not bad. Not bad right there for a case. It would have been nice if it was a sealed case with a nice premium on top of that, but 145 right by market, maybe a little below market on this one for the accepted best offer. 155, pretty close to market, I would say. Not bad. A few listings just under market, but not bad. Not bad. Not bad, guys. Auctions are also a thing on eBay. Remember that. Do not forget that. Auctions are a thing. You can get great buys there. It'll be a steal most of the time. At least settle for a steal. Don't pay for market. If you're gonna pay for market, don't even waste your time. Now the next one for me is Fusion Strike. Amazing box. This box is immaculate. Honestly, actually, I just realized that I messed up the order. This is actually my favorite box. This is by far my favorite box. It has so much room to grow. The Elite Trainer box and the Pokemon Center box still have so much room to grow to follow those booster boxes. Now, market price, $183 for the regular ETB. And now we move on to the Pokemon Center ETB. Now, come on, guys. How could you deny this box? Is this not a masterpiece? Like, it is. It's beautiful. I can't wait. This one, I'm gonna get this box. I'm saying it now. This box will be in my collection. I've been looking at a few of these. Between this one, Brilliant Stars, and the Lost Origin one, I think those are gonna be the ones that I'm gonna snag. I just love those three. Like, I really do. At $347 market price. Beautiful box. Once again, eBay sold listings kind of tell you that you can still get it below market. $325. That's a whole little bundle deal they worked out there. $330, $325, $320. I believe I saw some of these on auction as well, like right now this week. Sometimes you don't always find these things available on auction. They're so scarce. But I thought I saw some, which I always find interesting because these have such a premium to them. Look, $255, sorry. Of course, there are 2 days left, but you're looking for a steal. You keep watch. You decide whether you want to buy it or not, and you just work your way through it. But such a cool box, amazing product. I cannot wait to have this. Like, this could be a steal for someone here. $50 on the market, not bad in my opinion at all. You can work your way through these deals. You can give them offers. Sometimes they accept those offers. I would definitely not shy away from something like that. This is, like I said, beautiful product. Not something to be shying away from. It's definitely investable. The last but not least, and not my favorite, but it's still up there. Amazing box. This is the Evolving Skies box, the regular non Pokemon Center ETB at $354. Of course, I chose this one. There is another one, of course. I just believe that this one looks so much better. I think market speaks for itself. This one is sitting at $354 market, and the other art style is sitting at $320 market. It's still above $300. They're still expensive, but I think market kind of already dictates which one they feel is better, and I agree. I think the colors on this one are much better. The other one's like green, yellow, orange. Weird mix in my opinion. This one flows so well. I love this one here. Now the Pokemon Center one, pretty cool as well. The colors are somewhat similar, but this box is just beautiful. These colors are amazing. They pop. Amazing box. Market price at $583, but they're not selling below $700 and something. These prices are wild. Some of them are just under $1,000. Did I just see that? $925, $950. Insane. What do we got here? $769. Anything above that? I wouldn't be surprised if there was something above that. Something that's telling these people that they can actually try to sell them for that price, and something that's going to convince them that they will. I don't see it here yet, but still an amazing box. Great art piece once again. I think any Pokemon investor / collector will treasure any of these boxes. I don't see that being an issue at any point in the future. I think that people will really look back and really wish they had some of these boxes, and at some point, if they had the money for it, definitely spend a nice penny on it. Now, eBay listings, you come out, they show you, you look up the Pokemon Center ETB and you get both versions here. This is the version I was talking about. I don't think this version is as good as this one. Sold for the same price here from the same person, which is amazing. But it just, to me, doesn't look as good. This one just looks so cool. Looks so cool. $700. You got both here in combination, probably for around $1,500. I would guess somewhere close to market. Yeah, guys, sitting somewhere around $700. Wow, $1,800 for both. That is well above market. That's an insane buy on the 18th. Wow, that was well above market. But yeah, guys, $1,750. I guess people want to pay more money just to get them both. I mean, you could just buy them both individually as well. But whatever, you do what you want. I don't know what's going on right there. But yeah, guys, these boxes, man, like this Fusion Strike box, come on, undeniable box right here. Great art pieces. Once again, these are just going to keep raising in value. Scarcity is a big deal here. You look at the eBay listings, there aren't many available of any of these boxes. Of course, there will be some that are more than others, but they're still really scarce. The fact that you have to look them up and kind of like fish through it and look around and see if you could find things, because they just aren't as readily available as you think. I showed you guys just now, like we looked on the Fusion Strike one here. Like you have one Pokemon Center ETB here, and then you have 3 non-Pokemon Center ETBs here. Then you have 4 here once again, and then now it's 2 of each. Like it's just not, look, and then you have 4 non-Pokemon Center ETBs. There aren't that many. At first you may think that there are a lot just because they're popping up right here, but there really are not that many available. These are so cool. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of these. I cannot wait. I'm hoping to actually find one on Facebook Marketplace because these are immaculate. I cannot let this one go. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys like this video. I think that any of these Pokemon Center ETBs, aside from the Chilling Reign, Shadow Rider, and Ice Rider Calyrex, I think that any of the other ones are investable pieces. I think in the future, people will appreciate the art just like they're doing now, because they're not selling for MSRP. I mean, nothing is, I guess, but they're selling well above 2 or 3 times to 4 to 5 times MSRP. Amazing buys, great art pieces. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, found some value here. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe out there. Peace.